How much money do you realistically need to start a clothing brand? It's not zero. There's some stuff you have to spend money on, so don't expect to be able to do this without spending some money. I'm going to tell you the stuff that you need to start, stuff that you can't skip, and some extra stuff that you don't need to get started but can improve your brand, creative process, etc. You need at least $500 to get started and set up right. You will have to spend money monthly to keep your brand operating too, so keep that in mind. Your first sample will cost anywhere from $20 to $200 depending on what you're trying to make and where and how you want the clothes made. If you want to use blanks and get them printed at a local print shop, it will be cheaper than using an overseas manufacturer for samples and production. Local print shops usually have lower MOQs too. Depending on the blank used, a t-shirt with color print will cost you $8 to $15 each. MOQ could be anywhere from 15 to 50 shirts. It all depends on the print shop and the type of print that you get as well. An overseas manufactured hoodie sample will cost around $80 to $200 or more depending on the quality, the manufacturer, where the manufacturer is from, and the features of the hoodie. A double layered 100% cotton hoodie would cost more than a 100% polyester hoodie. So I can't tell you the exact price you would pay, but this is a good range to go off of. Screenshot this diagram. This is how manufacturing is. High quality and cheap won't be fast. It will work on your stuff slower, and it won't be as high priority as others. Fast and high quality will not be cheap. Cheap and fast won't be high quality. Keep this in mind when you start getting clothes manufactured. Now here's the stuff you need to spend money on to run your business and keep your business running. Number 1, poly mailers to ship the orders in. That will cost about $20 per 100. You need a website. I suggest Shopify, which is $30 a month. Wix is an alternative option if you don't want to use Shopify. It's about the same price. You can learn how to set it up and get started on YouTube for free. Social media is free, but you need to set up your brand socials. You need to be on Instagram at the very least. You should be where your audience is. So if your audience is on Instagram and TikTok, you need to be on them. A clothing brand these days is a media company first and a clothing brand second. It's essentially selling art. Presentation is everything. Come up with a social media strategy and execute.
Like I'm designing this candle, right? Or like the student or the classroom is this. Like if I put this candle in an all white gallery space, it looks like a piece of art. If I put it on like in a garage, it looks like a piece of trash. You know, like someone would throw it away. It's dented. And I think I often use this analogy in design. I could either design the candle and spend a lot of time like telling you about the candle, or I could just design the room that it sits in.
You then need to figure out if you're gonna do pre-made or pre-order. Most people start with pre-orders. Pre-made is when you get the inventory first, then drop. And the pre-order is when you drop first, then get the inventory after you sold out. If you do pre-order, you would only need to buy a sample to market with. There are pros and cons to both. With pre-made, you can send your orders out faster. You can use some to send to influencers. You can do a multiple person photo shoot, etc. Pre-order allows you to not have to put a lot of money up front and risk having a lot of inventory left over. It's up to you and your creative strategy and your risk tolerance. Next, you need a plan. A plan and a direction you want your brand to go in. What kind of brand do you want to build? How do you want to get there? What do you want to be known for? What's your aesthetic? You need a plan to market your brand and the creative direction you want your clothing brand to head towards. Figure out your brand identity and values. This is an important step. Don't sleep on this. This will take some trial and error, most likely, and the direction you want to go in may change over time. Next, you need a computer or an iPad. This could range from $300 to $400, all the way up to $1,000 and over. You don't need the best and newest computer, but I would suggest getting a Mac if you can, especially if you already have Apple products like an iPhone. An iPad will do the job too. Just depends on how you want to work. Using a Mac helps with my workflow because it's easy to send stuff to my iPhone or my iPad and everything is integrated already. I can either airdrop it or upload it to the cloud drive, and I can access any document or anything else I would need through any of my Apple devices. This is up to you though. If you already have a computer, then you can just use that, as long as you can do what you need to do. Next, you will need some design software like Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, or Procreate. There are free alternatives like Photopea, but I suggest making the investment in Adobe or Procreate if you're on iPad. It's a good skill to have, and Adobe is the industry standard. If you are going to make the investment, get the Creative Cloud suite and you will get access to Photoshop, Illustrator, and more Adobe software like Premiere Pro. This is $60 a month, or you can just get Photoshop or Illustrator for $22.99 a month. The Adobe Creative Cloud Suite is $60 a month. Procreate is $12.99, and you only have to pay that one time, and you can use Procreate forever. You will need a thermal label printer. These go for $60 to $200, depending on the one you get. The Rollo printer is the most popular one. This one is $180, but you can get a cheaper one. It should be fine. The final cost for the necessities is $80 at the bare minimum if you already have a computer or a tablet. This is the minimum spend for the fixed cost. If you get a new MacBook, this could be $1,080. This is a wide range, and most people already have a computer, so I'll keep it at $80 for the purpose of this video. But do keep that in mind. The monthly expenses would be $30 to $100 depending on the software you choose. This does not include Shopify apps, so keep that in mind. The least you're going to be spending is $30 just for the website itself. And if you want to use a free design software like Photopea, you will only have $30 in monthly expenses so far. Now here are the things that I think you should have, and some optional things you can do as well. Email and SMS marketing. Everyone who's running a brand should invest in these. Most of the best email and SMS apps start free and start to cost money as you grow. SMS will cost you depending on how many messages you send, so this won't be free, but email marketing is typically free for the first 500 subs. You need to collect emails and phone numbers on your website. This is crucial to business operations. Use apps like Klaviyo, Postscript, and SMS Bump. Look through a few of these and see which one you like the most and which one has the features you want. Content. Invested in content. This could be through a few ways. This could be you paying influencers or buying something for content like a tripod or something specific for a type of video you want to make. It could be investing in learning how to make good content. It can even be you buying clothes so you can have a good outfit and other pieces to complement the piece you are trying to sell. Content is everything in this space, so don't be afraid to invest in it. I find it funny how people know how important content is but don't invest in it. One video could change your brand's trajectory. Keep perfecting your content over time. Next is ads. This could vary in cost. You need good content for this to be successful though. Whether it be high quality videos of your product, high quality pictures of your product, an influencer fit pic, or a UGC video. No matter what it is, it needs to be good content. Ads can help you get your brand in front of more eyes, but it is not mandatory. I would suggest you test out ads though. If you want to start an LLC for your business, this will typically cost around $300. You don't need to do this at the beginning, but it is something to keep in mind. Let's say I already have a computer. I buy a thermal label printer for $60 and Polymetallics for $20. I also go ahead and get the Adobe Creative Suite for $60 a month. I got my sample for $200. I bought a Shopify subscription for $30 and built my website. I added Postscript and Klaviyo to my Shopify. It's free for now since I don't have any subscribers and haven't sent any messages or emails yet. So it will cost me $280 in fixed one-time expenses and $90 a month in monthly expenses. That's $370 to start this up. This is about the minimum you would spend. The sample will vary obviously. The total also assumes you will only do organic marketing and run the pre-order method. If you are going to start your brand, have at least $500 to start. I would prefer if you had $1,000 to be honest, just to give yourself some room to do some of the extras and also have some money left over for other things. Thank you for watching this video. Shop with my brand at dreamsfade.com or click the link in the description. Like and subscribe if you learned something new. Thank you.